Welcome to Corvallis, Reser Stadium, home of the Oregon State Beavers. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Nevada Wolfpack, taking on a fellow Mountain West foe, the Oregon State Beavers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Beavers will kick it away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone. It's King. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Wolfpack offense takes the field, and we'll get a look at them first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Nevada, after throwing it in reverse, has a lot of work to do on second down. Wants to go up top. He's got the back in the middle. And he's wrestled to the ground. Now on third down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Thomas. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Back open in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Brings up second down.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Plucks it out of the air. On the move at the 30. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Fires to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Finds his man. It's King. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Wants to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. Nevada's moved this ball from deep in its own end, and now a little room to operate. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Gets it out quickly. Smashes through the tackle. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. They relentlessly move forward. Now it's getting down to cases. Third and goal. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
Man, great first drive by this offense. Capped off third and goal situation, a lot of times thinking run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense, get the passing touchdown, and get this party started right.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for some running room, and not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Oregon State's offense will go to work for the first time today. The age of the game-breaking tight end is here, Jesse. We have another guy who's threatening to redefine this position.
Yeah, we've seen over the years now the evolution of the tight end position, right? It's not just blocking and catching passes. They're getting involved now in the running game. We're seeing tight ends even throw the football, David. This guy can do it all.
And why is that so difficult? Because as a defender, what do I want to play you as? Do I want to play you with an extra linebacker on the field, or do I bring in a DB? And either way...
Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the back. To the air on first down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Running to Green. And he's dragged down. The Beavers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Makes the grab down the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. From the shotgun, the inside give. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Beavers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Little. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Fires to the big fella. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30. The Beavers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Little. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got it and still on his feet. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. The Beavers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Got it back on 2nd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Down in tight to the goal line, you saw some good movement up front by the offensive line, getting a push and giving that running back a chance.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point is good. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Pulls it in, it's King. Turning it on! And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. So now it's 2nd and long. He'll keep it himself. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The Wolfpack with a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. Punt is on its way. Wants to bring it back. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Working on the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. A little screen to the running back. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. 3rd and short now from their own 48. Off the play fake. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Beavers will punt it away on 4th down. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Makes the grab. Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got the back over the middle. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. Nevada will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Beavers will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time. There he goes. Smashes through the tackle. How about that play on the ground? They get him out of bounds at the 34.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
And how about that back-to-back sack? You want 2 sacks in a game. That's a great game. He is flying around, getting to that quarterback and getting him on the ground.
To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying play action. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
That's why you got to avoid 3rd and long situations if you're on offense, because the defense knows it's pass, and all these guys are pinning their ears back. They're getting upfield, and you're under so much duress. On top of that, you give up a fumble. That is a huge play for the defense.
Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. It's complete on the right side. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. Hand off from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep.
Waste of time.
The Beavers send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
The give on the inside. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the 1st down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got 1st down. Let's go fast.
Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. He'll work his way down to the 28. Nevada going quickly. They'll send the tight end in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The play action fake. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. Nevada's moved this ball from deep in its own end, and now a little room to operate. He'll pull it on the read. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Nevada!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a couple of Mountain West teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Northern Illinois has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet inside Husky Stadium. They're up by a field goal over Appalachian State. Any change of momentum, any notable highlights from Mountain West country? We'll let you...
Oh, he's got some space. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They'll leave it with him. He'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Got his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Beavers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Finds his tight end. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Flips it out on the screen. Spins away from one. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
The Beavers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Let's it fly. And it's caught! Touchdown, Oregon State!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And he makes the extra point. They put together an 81-yard drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quick strike complete. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Second down coming up.
They'll run play action. Complete to the right. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Nevada.
And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
To the back.
The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Under fire. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Will have to settle for a field goal attempt. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Nestled just inside that right upright. And now they regain the lead.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from there in Corvallis. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Reser Stadium.
Nevada set to kick off to start the 3rd quarter.
To advance on the football.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Breaks the tackle. Turning it on. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's 1st down again. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Here's the handoff. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires on the move. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. The give on the option. Oh, he's got a chance.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
off play action. Oh, they're after him. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Third down play from the gun. Pressure coming. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happening. Breaks into the open. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Look out, he's got room. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. The Beavers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run it from the gun. Powers through the defender. Still running at the 40. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. And the Beavers line it up with a 1st and goal. And they're able to get him down. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll send the back in motion. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Beaver! They take the lead with the 6.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Alabama was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen over the years. Roll Tide, sure, but this one lacked any real style points. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Off the play fake. Fires to the middle. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. The Wolfpack tried to dig deep into the playbook on this 3rd and very long. Got his man downfield. They'll pick up the 1st down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. Nevada going quickly.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the foot.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks, that's just ridiculous.
The Wolfpack now has its work cut out on 2nd and long. Caught over the middle, it's King. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. He uncorks one deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Snagged in the middle, it's Smith. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Nevada.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
24, Oregon State, 21.
He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Beavers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect.
There he goes. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. The Beavers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. And the Beavers are on the move. They'll give it to him again. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, to pick up of 1. And now on 2nd down for this offense. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Trying to set up the screen. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. The Beavers will line it up on 1st and 10. Rides to back and leaves it. Makes his man miss. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. The run from the shotgun. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Going for 6. Touchdown, Oregon State. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here, this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small, but the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. With that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
He'll try to tack on one more.
For the extra point.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
Nevada, 24.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. A little release to the back.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Scrambling away. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Backed up now, here's second and long.
And the offense, after giving up that sack, they're not going to take time to think about what happened. They're going right back to the line of scrimmage to try to run another play.
Nevada comes to the line facing third and long. Now the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Here's the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Red pass, it's complete. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Fires to the big fella. Turns it on in midfield. And he is marked out of bounds after another big game. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. Complete downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Beavers look to keep this drive humming. enough to move the chains. This offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. Trying play action. Under fire. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tight end now in motion. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Touchdown, Beavers! The offense cashing it in on that drive. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. UTEP is putting on a show offensively. They've built up a comfortable lead against an opponent that's really been outmanned. They're up by 25 over Utah State. Anything can happen down the stretch here in the Sun Belt. It's why we're here to keep you posted, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. Nevada going quickly. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. He's got an open man. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Off play action on 1st down. Rush is on him. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Nevada, after throwing it in reverse, has a lot of work to do on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got it in stride inside the 20. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Just a little off. Incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And he's already made one. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And with that kick, man, we got a 1-possession game. Here's the good thing. Good news is you got all 3 timeouts. So you can kick this football deep, use your timeouts, save as much time as you can to give your offense a chance to go win this football game.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the 4th, and the brain trust will go to work. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Beavers will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll return it from around the 50. And the returner is stopped. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads it left. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Moffitt. Here's the pressure. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser. And here we go. Down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going for it all. And he's got it for a touchdown in the final minute. We're a 2-point conversion away from a tie.
And massive play by this offense. This is exactly what you needed. You got the score. Now you got to get the 2-point conversion. Time's not on your side. There is no wait till a later point. It's go time. What's your 2-point play in this spot to tie the game up late?
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. They want to throw it. They'll run the screen. He gets into the end zone for the 2, and we are tied coming down the stretch.
Set to kickoff.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Running back searching for a hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Clock's running and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Now facing a 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Beavers decide to punt it away. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. To the air, it's Moffitt. Bringing the heat. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup in. A lot of times there's so much cautiousness. You just don't want to run them that much, or you don't feel comfortable with the whole playbook. And you can see it there, and you can see the cautiousness, the hesitation led to a sack.
Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right. right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Looking downfield on 1st down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
The Wolfpack now has its work cut out on 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Moffitt. They'll run the screen. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Staring at a 3rd and long here in this first overtime possession. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. The screen, he's got wheels. No more room to run as this defense rises up on 3rd down, and now it's 4th down from the 22.
Brings up 4th down.
Just drives it between the uprights. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Runs through the tackle. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. 1st and goal, and a touchdown will win it. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's in! A game-winning touchdown in overtime.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
My pulse rate is still through the roof on this game. I would have called that one for free. Wait, I don't want to get carried away here, but it was a really fun game and a great win.
It really was. I know we're all up here, we're bouncing around, we're excited after having seen what we just saw. What a great win for this team to go out and do it in the